A small note. Everything in this story is purely fictional, but its brutality feels all too real. When a lowly goblin rises to the pinnacle of power, he does not choose to become a benevolent king. He chooses to become the terror of all mankind. Going back to some time earlier, after receiving the Holy Mother's proposal, Lin Tian walked toward her and calmly advised that there was no need for her to rush into sacrificing herself as an example, because they still had plenty of time. But the Holy Mother remained resolute. She insisted that she would be the first to step forward so that everyone else could accept the conditions for survival. She was willing to do anything. Witnessing the Holy Maiden, the Holy Mother, about to sacrifice herself, the people cried out in anguish, begging her not to do such a thing. In their despair, the citizens collectively bowed their heads and accepted every condition the goblins demanded, hoping only to save the Holy Maiden they cherished. Dignity is sometimes the greatest luxury the defeated must cast aside in exchange for the survival of their people. The Holy Mother silently accepted her fate. Her eyes were filled with sorrow, yet also unwavering determination, knowing that this was the only path left to save the people of the empire. Meanwhile, Lin Tian was facing a far more delicate problem: the aching pain in his waist after endless battles. Even if he wanted to, he simply did not have the strength right now. Lin Tian decided that he had to restore his body properly before doing anything else. The magnificent castle stood silently, bearing witness to the changing of hands of an entire dynasty. Lin Tian lounged leisurely on the throne, savoring the feeling of a conqueror holding the fate of the entire royal city in his hands. He gave the order: from this day forward, the goblin tribe would live here. Gobu Sword knelt and reported the situation. Veronica had been securely imprisoned, while Abedo was also under control, waiting for the day of childbirth. A calculating smile spread across Lin Tian's lips. Every piece on the board was now firmly in the palm of his hand. Lin Tian ordered a grand feast for his troops, turning the newly fallen royal city into a place of indulgence for his monster army. The true power of a tyrant lies not only in sword and steel, but also in how he grants favors to buy the loyalty of his followers. Bonfires blazed brightly in the center of the imperial square, marking a night of wild celebration for the victors. Below in the square, the goblins cheered and feasted, mocking the defeated, who had now become little more than entertainment. At that moment, a rather ridiculous scene unfolded. Gobu Tian laughed with delight as human girls attended to him. He did not forget to mock Gobu Kwang. "Weren't you thrilled earlier when you gained that power? Why do you look so miserable now?" Another goblin chimed in, saying they should stop teasing him, or Gobu Kwang might burst into tears. Gobu Kwang suddenly became deeply self-conscious, lamenting through tears about his huge, clumsy body, which kept him from enjoying the same pleasures as humans. It made him feel like dying. Lin Tian smiled faintly. "I truly didn't expect you to be suffering this much. But there's nothing I can do." At that moment, Goblin Slayer spoke up, saying that if Gobu Kwang evolved to the King tier bloodline, he could alter his body size. This information shocked both Lin Tian and Gobu Kwang. Goblin Slayer explained that this was simply knowledge she had learned. When monsters reach King tier evolution, their size becomes comparable to that of humans. Filled with hope, Gobu Kwang rushed over and begged Lin Tian to teach him how to evolve quickly, because he could hardly wait any longer. Lin Tian could only click his tongue and tell Gobu Kwang to be patient for a few more days. Once more enemies came to attack, Gobu Kwang would be free to devour life force and level up as much as he wanted. Just then, the Holy Mother approached and asked whether Lin Tian could help her right away. Lin Tian inwardly marveled at her persistence. After all, possessing a sacred symbol like the Holy Mother was not something he could easily refuse. Lin Tian nodded in agreement. He rose to his feet, leaving behind Goblin Slayer's curious gaze. But first, Lin Tian needed to deal with the issue of restoring his stamina. Lin Tian told the Holy Mother to wait for him at the Holy Temple, while he slowly made his way toward the stables. The horses in the stable looked at Lin Tian with fear in their eyes. He was searching for a suitable sacrifice to absorb. Lin Tian stopped in front of a strong warhorse. Although it was not the finest horse there, it was more than enough to restore the strength in his aching waist. Lin Tian's skill, Mutated Fusion, was activated. His hand glowed with a strange green light as it touched the warhorse. A surge of energy erupted, enveloping both Lin Tian and the horse. signaling a cruel transfer of life force. Lin Tian stretched in satisfaction, feeling newfound flexibility flowing through every muscle in his waist. Absolute power allows the strong to take whatever they need to perfect themselves. The warhorse was now nothing more than a withered corpse. Lin Tian let out a sigh of amazement. Was it really that serious? It was just a divine graft. Was my condition really that bad? Under the moonlight, Lin Tian walked toward the holy temple with an air of supreme authority. The Holy Mother and Ephra were standing at the foot of the palace steps, waiting for him. When she saw Lin Tian approaching, the Holy Mother lowered her head respectfully. It seemed she had completely accepted her new role as a servant. The Holy Mother turned to Ephra and said that she would go inside first. A faint blush unexpectedly appeared on her face, but Ephra suddenly stepped in front of both the Holy Mother and Lin Tian. She seemed upset about something. Ephra said she had something she wanted to ask the Holy Mother. The Holy Mother looked surprised and asked what it was. Ephra pointed at the sky and began asking random questions about why the stars did not seem as bright tonight, leaving the Holy Mother confused and speechless. Ephra even brought up the burnt roast beef from earlier to complain about it. A woman's jealousy sometimes begins for the most unreasonable reasons. Unable to stay calm any longer, the Holy Mother finally demanded to know what Ephra was really trying to say. The Holy Mother silently observed Ephra's strange behavior while Ephra hesitated. Her face flushed red. The Holy Mother asked directly whether Ephra was trying to stop her from going with Lin Tian. She firmly declared that she was willing to do anything as long as the people could survive. Ephra's face turned bright red as she shouted that she was only worried about Lin Tian's health. She was afraid he would not have enough stamina to take care of the Holy Mother. Standing beside them, Lin Tian burst into laughter. He asked Ephra if she was jealous. Ephra panicked and denied it, but the deep blush on her face gave everything away. Lin Tian gently took Ephra by the shoulder. "Thank you for waiting all this time. Come on, let's all go into the holy temple together." Ephra was still worried about Lin Tian's stamina, but Lin Tian only smiled with complete confidence. A tyrant always knows how to stay in control, both on the battlefield and behind closed doors. In a shadowy corner, 3 other female subordinates were secretly watching with longing in their eyes. They did not want to miss Lin Tian's feast tonight. The figures of Gobu, the Elf Queen, and Goblin Slayer gradually disappeared behind the doors of the Holy Temple, beginning a long night of indulgence and absolute domination. What will happen next? Let's talk about it in the comments. An hour later, Gobu Kwang stood blankly in the middle of the palace courtyard. He could not stop blaming himself for how his gluttony had caused him to lose things that truly mattered. Gobu Kwang silently hoped that leader Lin Tian would help him change his form as soon as possible. Suddenly, Gobu Kwang froze when he heard strange sounds coming from the Holy Temple. He stood there in confusion as he recognized the Holy Mother's voice. Goblin Slayer's voice. Sounds that hinted at a scene of intense passion unfolding inside. Hiding behind a bush, Gobu Kwang felt both envy and admiration for Lin Tian's astonishing stamina after restoring his body. A new era had truly begun, one where the Goblin King's power ruled not only over the bodies, but also the souls of the defeated. Where will this union of desire and power lead Lin Tian's empire? Let's wait and see in the next chapters. Thank you all for supporting my video. I wish you endless happiness and joy in life. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like and leave a comment to show your support. I sincerely appreciate it.